What's going on, YouTube? Coming at you real late in the week tonight, but in a new, much nicer, much more comfortable studio, if you will.
Finally got some funds in the budget.
The ratings are up, so is the budget. Now here we are in
We wish.
week 9 of the NFL picks. Guess you can tell them the grades for last week. Both pretty awesome.
Yeah, I went 13-2. You went 12-3. Hell of a performance. Both of us killed it. So see if we can duplicate that again this week.
I'm still not satisfied with the one-game defeat, though.
If I remember correctly, last week this guy was supposed to put me to shame. Didn't happen. I win again. He's beaten me once.
It was a tight week.
Before you go to Vegas, check out the Allfather. Make yourself some money.
Well, we'll see how it goes this week.
We'll
I'm
see.
not going to make any promises this time. But we'll begin with the kickoff that's in about 10 minutes.
Thursday night game. Battle of Ohio.
Cleveland at Cincy. Good division game. Probably won't be very close.
I don't know. You never know. Johnny Manziel might make some magic happen
Well,
tonight.
the Browns did what I said and sat McCown down, which is good. I'd say definitely go with Manziel at this point.
It's good for the fans of Cleveland anyway. I mean, it's their number 1 draft pick. They might as well use the kid.
Some excitement this season, I guess.
We'll see if he's matured.
But
So who do you like? You like Cleveland at Cincinnati?
I do not. I like Cincy at Cincy. I don't. They're gonna go 8-0, which sucks. Why do all the undefeated teams have to be in the AFC this year?
It's a good division this year. That's all.
It's getting tough, but I think Cincy's gonna roll in this one. 8-0, comfortable win.
Yeah, I like Cincinnati. I just can't see them losing at home. But there's another thing we have to think about with this one. Cincinnati isn't clutch in prime time.
No.
So, but it's a Thursday night game. It's not like it's a playoff game. If it was, we know they'd throw up all over themselves. But I'm going to take Cincy at home, even in a prime time game. That's just because it's against Cleveland. So 2 for Cincinnati.
2 for Cincy. Moving on to Pack at Panthers. Green Bay.
Interesting game.
Carolina. Very interesting. I had the Pack last week beating the Broncos, which certainly didn't happen. Aaron Rodgers, maybe the worst game of his life.
Worst I can remember.
It was just very shocking, that I didn't think the Broncos were for real, but they clearly are.
That defense sure is.
And now I'm not even sure where the Pack stand. Typically, I would say the Pack is definitely going to roll over the Panthers, but after last week, I just don't know. The Panthers, though, coughing up a tremendous lead to put Indy back in it into late OT, so I'm not sold on them
They
either.
get out of there by the skin of their teeth.
They
on that
got real lucky. Andy Luck with his infamous picks is what kept them in it at the end.
Boy, did he look terrible.
He wasn't that great.
If he could have played the whole game like he did in the fourth quarter, it would have been a blowout. I would have taken Indy, but God, it was dismal. It just goes to show that Andy can't play in the rain.
Absolutely not. But Pack and Panthers, geez. This is weird. I never thought I'd go against the Pack in this one, but it's in Carolina. I'm going to go with Carolina. It doesn't feel comfortable, but I'm going with Carolina in a close one.
All right, well, that's good. Here's our first divisive game. There's no way the Pack's losing 2 in a row. There's no way. So we're going to go, I'm going to take the Pack on the road and give the Carolina their first loss. I just can't see it. I just can't see Aaron Rodgers putting up 2 bogus games in a row. I don't care where it is. Play this game on the moon, I can't see the Pack losing. So I'm going to take the Pack. I'm going to take the Pack, and I'm going to take them at Carolina.
Jeez, it's a toss-up. It really is. I'm not comfortable in my pick, but I'll stick with it.
It's kind of like the Patriots. They very rarely, if ever, lose 2 in a row.
Yeah. So that's 1 for the Pack, 1 for the Panthers. Moving on to Redskins at Pats. This one's a lot easier to pick.
This one would be harder to pick if we were deciding how much the Pats were going to win by. There's no way they're losing this one.
What has Vegas got them at, 14?
It was 14. It'll come down, though. It'll come down to about probably 11 by game day.
I think we win by 20.
Just to try to get some action on the game.
Yeah. But I think this is going to be a real easy one. Pats at home. Redskins, we don't play them very often, so even though we don't know much about them, they know little about us. And it's just an easy Pats win.
Yeah, but the only thing I don't like about every time, I heard something today, that every time the Pats are double-digit favorites in any game, there was like 18 out of 18 games where they were favored by 10 or more. They've only covered twice. It's almost like Belichick, says, I'm not going to get in. I'm not going to make anybody any money in Vegas.
I swear.
They win the games.
They've
never lost a game where they were double-digit favorites, but they very rarely cover. But we're not worried about that. I like the Pats to win this one relatively easily.
So that's 2 for the Pats, and probably an easy one. Next up, we got Titans at Saints. This one's easy again, especially after what Drew did to the Giants, but Giants defense...
50 fantasy points.
It's absurd. It should, in the NFL, a game like this should never happen.
And the defenses stayed in the locker room.
101 total points. Both those defenses should be totally ashamed of themselves.
Tom Coughlin thought was going to have an aneurysm during his press conference. That's just unacceptable.
He wasn't very pleased, nor should he be.
Definitely not.
I don't know if the Titans they're still without Mariota, I believe. I don't know if he'll be back this week.
No reason to rush him back.
So, I give it to the Saints at home, easy.
Yeah, me too. I just can't see them losing to Tennessee after the way their offense seems to be clicking. I'll take the Saints at home. That's a pretty safe bet.
2 for the Saints. Moving on to Dolphins at Bills. Now let's see if these Dolphins will will stay together after the beatdown in New England.
After a demoralizing beatdown, let's see how they react going into Buffalo. Who's got a lot to prove too.
Did they play yet? Didn't they play already, Finns and Bills?
I think Miami played the Jets and lost. I'm not sure if they played Buffalo or not. They may have.
Yeah, my memory's shitty, but I think I remember Miami crushing the Bills.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
I can't guarantee it, but...
Well, it would have had to have been in Miami, because they're at the Bills.
Yeah, I think it... I don't know. I
Doesn't
forget.
matter.
It all blends, but... I'm just not sure. Will Campbell hold them together after they were on a roll, putting up 40 burgers on some shit teams?
Yeah. Exactly.
But Bills are also kind of in the same boat. They started good. Now they're kind of falling apart. This one's tough.
They still get a decent D.
It's in Buffalo, and for that reason, I'm going to go with the Bills.
Yeah, me too. I like the Bills at home, coming off the bye. Although Rex Ryan's got a horrible record coming off a bye. But I'm going to take the Bills at home.
So that's 2 for the Bills. Moving on to Rams at Vikings.
This is a tough one.
This is a good game, and you wouldn't think so a year ago even, but these two teams have come alive this year. Vikings 5-2 right now. Very shocking 5-2. That's crazy. I didn't think they'd be this good this year. Rams are 4-3, 4-4.
Well, Adrian Peterson's running the ball better now too.
Bridgewater's not bad. It's a pretty decent team, and so are the Rams. This is a good game.
It's a tough one to pick. The Rams are inconsistent though. You never know what you're going to get out of them.
I think once again, I'm just going to go with whoever's at home, which is the Vikings, and give it to them in a close one at home.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking originally, but since you took the Vikings, I'm going to take the Rams.
They love when you do these counter picks just to try to fight.
Yeah, because my record's so horrible. Jags at Jets.
Your luck's ending.
Yeah, luck.
So that's split decision. Moving on. Jags at Jets. Jets,
Jets got humiliated
yeah,
last week.
since we beat them, they're demoralized and like, oh.
Well, I think they overlooked Jacksonville. I totally think they just overlooked them. They didn't. It was a.
Jacksonville's this week, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean the Raiders. Yeah, they just overlooked it. They just thought, oh, it's the Raiders. You know, historically they've been shitty.
Not this year, though.
No,
they actually are decent.
All those, early round draft picks are starting to pay off.
Finally.
Too bad Detroit can't seem to learn or react better. But whatever.
But it's in New York or Jersey, whatever, and it's the Jags who aren't
Jets,
doing
the
too
Giants,
great.
they're both New York and they play in New Jersey.
The Jets might as well be the New Jersey Jets, though. Anyways, I'm going with the Jets at home.
I would love to
I
see
think they
Jacksonville.
rebound here. This is the team you want to rebound against.
I would love to see Jacksonville win, but I don't think they're gonna. I'm gonna take the Jets at home.
2 for the Jets.
There's no way they're gonna look as bad as they did last week.
Who are we moving on to?
Raiders at Steelers.
So Raiders at Steelers, but the Raiders are real this year.
Not that real.
Well, the Steelers
are a playoff team.
They lost Le'Veon Bell, which is massive.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
My main production on my fantasy team. But I picked up D'Angelo Williams since Tomlin says they're going to rally around him.
No, he plays
and
well.
He
played well against the Patriots.
He's pretty awesome, yeah. When Le'Veon was suspended, D'Angelo really tore it up. So I think he will pick up a lot of that slack left by Le'Veon. Probably not all of it, but I'd say enough to topple the Raiders. I think it'll be close, but I am going with the Steelers.
Yeah. It's always hard. I mean, I don't know. I don't know this from experience, but it must be hard going across the country.
Yeah.
To play.
Time zones.
Yeah, all that stuff. And the Steelers have been home. I'll take the Steelers at home.
2 for the Steelers.
Giants at Tampa.
The Giants are so friggin' weird this season. They're a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. And Tampa coming off the big upset over the Falcons. This one's tough. I don't know. I'm going to have to go with the Giants. Eli did put up 49 or
Eli's
whatever.
playing well.
So after that performance, even though they lost and their defense is absolute dog shit,
no, they'll be better this week.
they can't get any worse, so I would hope.
I mean, Jameis Winston is not Drew Brees.
No, he's not. I'm going with the Giants.
Yeah, me too. That's pretty easy bet, I think. So I'm going to take the Giants going on the road. Next one. Falcons at San Francisco. Jesus.
Well, the Falcons...
San Fran might call me to come play quarterback.
I have no idea who their backup even is, but he's starting.
Blaine Gabbert.
Oh, no. Oh, my God, the perpetual backup that just can't play.
They had high hopes for him, too. He's been on a number of teams, but he was supposed to be hot shit coming out of college, but apparently not.
The hype. It died down quick.
It certainly did.
But the Falcons, even though they've been collapsing ever since their undefeated streak ended.
What they have? They lose twice or
twice
just once?
In a row now.
No, not in a row. They won.
They lost their the undefeated streak ended against the Saints.
Then they won.
Then they lost to Tampa.
Right, something. I don't know.
But They're
I
going
don't
in
follow it
and
very
taking
much.
on a San Fran that's just coming apart at the
A
seams.
San Fran team that doesn't even know who they are anymore.
The locker. I love those player-only meetings. You hear about guys fighting, and you know it's just crumbling.
It's got to be ugly in there.
So Falcons are gonna win this
Yep,
one.
I like the Falcons going on the road against San Fran, definitely.
So that's 2 for the Falcons.
This next game, I can't wait to see it. I'm looking
Oh
forward to
yeah,
it.
here we go.
We got Denver, Peyton Manning going back to Indy to annihilate the beat-up Colts. I'll be surprised if Andrew Luck doesn't get hurt in this game.
It's a hell of a D.
It's going to hurt his ego when he throws about 5 picks and gets sacked about 65 times, but God, they don't stand a chance.
Carolina does have a hell of a D, but it's
Not
nothing
like
like
the
this
Broncos.
Denver D that they're now gonna face.
Like
And
the
if
friggin' 85 Bears.
if Andy Luck's gonna throw 3 picks against Carolina, bet on 5, like you said.
Right. He's going to have to, because Denver's going to come out to a quick lead. He's going to have to throw, and he's going to get picked all over the place. I like Denver huge in this game.
Yep, even going into Indy, Peyton's return, it's gonna be a good one.
And Indy beat Denver last year in the playoffs, if I
yes,
remember
they
correctly.
did.
And the first time Peyton went back to Indy as the quarterback for Denver, he lost.
Yeah.
He's not going to happen this time. Peyton's going to go in there and light it up, and the defense is going to do its thing. Colts are going to get creamed.
That's about that. I agree, and I'm taking Peyton and the Broncos, and I can't wait to watch it.
I can't wait. That's gonna be a beatdown, and the more pain we can inflict on Irsay and the Colts, the better.
You better believe it. God, that's fun.
I just want to see that whole organization implode.
Just like Bob Kraft wants.
Yep. Philadelphia at Dallas. This is a good
division battle.
Yep.
Tone's still not back. Dez returned, but Sherman totally erased him.
Dallas is 0-3 since the criminal started playing.
You know what sucks is they've lost every game with the criminal Hardy, but Hardy has an awesome game every time.
Yeah, he's a great player.
It pisses me
off. He's a great player.
He's a great player, but a scumbag
But he's a
person.
scumbag, and he should be in prison. It drives me nuts. I don't want to get on one of my anti-Greg Hardy rants, but he's a great player. I just think he's a despicable human being. I don't know how you feel about this game.
I don't know how I feel about this game, honestly. Philly's so shaky. Sam Bradford, I don't really like
They're up and
him.
down. They look good one week and like somebody totally different the next, so who knows.
But without Tony, I don't like the Dallas in many games at all. And I think Philly's good enough. It's DeMarco Murray coming back to Dallas. That's going to be an emotional game for him.
You would think they'd want to feed him the rock all day long.
I assume that's what they'll do. Castle isn't quite Tony, and I doubt.
He still makes dumb decisions.
So I think I'll go with Philly, and probably a close one. Even though Dallas is injured, Philly sucks. So
God,
Philly in a close one.
I want Philadelphia to win in the worst way, because I want Dallas to go undefeated. I mean, I want them to go winless when Hardy's in the lineup. I really do, but I don't know. For some reason, I like Dallas in this game. I don't know why. It's kind of like, is Dallas really capable of losing 4 in a row?
It's a home game, big rivalry. So
all
yeah,
right, I'm gonna split it with you. You can take Philly.
Excellent.
I'm going to take Dallas just because I can't see them losing 4 in a row, even though I'd love to see it.
We're agreeing too much this week. I need my big,
we've made a couple.
victory.
We've made a couple. Again, I think Dallas will win. I don't want them to. All right, last game.
Final game of the week.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Going to San Diego Choke Fest.
Kind of a lame game. San Diego.
God, they hang in every game and gag it away.
Yeah, I think
God, they drive me crazy.
Rivers is the only good thing going for him.
If you notice, I have very little hair. Very little. All right? If I was a San Diego fan, it'd all be gone. All of it. I still get a few, but not much.
Yeah, they're a team that'll piss the fans off.
Oh my God, it's like, Jesus, give me a break with this madness.
But they are home this week against the Bears, and,
The Bears
hell
suck.
with the Bears. They're nothing. So who could pick them? I'm going with San Diego.
Me too, but they'll probably rip our heart out again.
Yeah.
So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3 games where we...
So once
Chose
again,
different.
there will be a decisive winner.
I took the Pack. You took Carolina.
That's the one
I
that'll
know.
probably screw me.
I took the Rams. You took the Vikings.
That's a safe bet for me.
No, it is not. And I took Dallas, and you took Philly.
All three are toss-ups, really.
They are. Again, it won't break my heart if Philly throws a beating on Dallas, but I don't think they will. So we'll see. I mean, we had a great week last week. I'm having a great season.
Not bad. It'll end.
It's only 16 games. It's got to end sooner or
We're
later.
now at the halfway point, so he took the first half of the season, but I got 8 more to go.
Yeah, here it comes. He's been pacing himself.
So-
He's coming in now.
That's right. I just,
He wants to give the old man a false sense of security, then take it away.
he sprints. I pace myself.
like San Diego.
He's running out of air.
You're like San Diego.
Come close.
You come
every
close
week.
and lose.
Well,
Yeah, it'll be a good week. We'll see.
I guess that's that.
And we
Pretty-
can talk about Johnny Manziel's triumphant return to the starting lineup after he skated on abusing his girlfriend and drunk driving. I don't know how. I guess the rules are different out in Cleveland.
A little different.
The state troopers who pulled him over must have season tickets or something.
They knew he was starting. They didn't want to mess
I
it
don't
up.
want to mess that up.
But that's our pretty basic week. Not much going on. The NFL exciting to talk about. No one to bash on quite yet.
Yeah, we always have Greg Hardy back on. Or Andy Luck, or Jim Irsay, or
Those are always go-tos when there's nothing else.
no one's going to survive the season in Indy. It's going to total house cleaning at the end of this. After Denver humiliates them, don't be surprised if Pagano gets fired midweek.
They're even talking about Luck might try to jump ship in the coming years.
He's in a long-term deal.
Well,
Get him an offensive line.
yeah, you could use that.
I mean, the draft picks. I mean, you got to protect your. If your best player is your quarterback and you don't surround him with guys that can protect him, he's not going to be very good for very long. Look what happened to RG3. He got himself maimed. You got to give this guy an offensive line and let him do his thing.
As much as it pisses me off when Brady just eats a sack, he sees a rush coming and just goes down. That's probably
That's
the
how you stay in the
smartest
league
thing
for
to do.
15 years. That's how you go to so many Super Bowls. That's how you get the records you get.
Pats have one of the shittiest old
Watch
ones,
Andrew
too.
Luck and watch even Phil Rivers, who's been in the league a long time. When they're under duress, they just throw it up. And it's like, oh, it went to the wrong team. It is the most frustrating thing. Tom sees the pressure coming. Instead of making a god-awful mistake and turning the ball over, he takes the sack and lives to play another down. It's frustrating to watch as a fan because we want touchdown after touchdown, but it's the smart thing to do. That's why he's been doing it as long as he has.
It only really pisses me off on third down.
Well, it's a long game. You know,
I guess so.
you gotta play it smart.
We're winning, so I can't argue.
Absolutely.
Well,
Success
not that
is
I'd
there.
argue the great one anyways. Any step he takes is the right one.
Every incompletion, you think he's washed up.
I've never thought he was washed up.
You should see this
You
guy.
were on the Garoppolo train
Oh,
last
cut
year
it out.
after the KC
Garoppolo.
game. Put Garoppolo in, Tom's done, is all he could
Oh,
say.
that's all I was saying?
No, we both actually agreed that those guys were idiots saying that.
Yeah, the guy has one bad game and we're ready to, ship him off. Unbelievable. Then they win the Super Bowl. So, as a fan, it's way too emotional. That's why you never see Belichick throwing his hands up in the air and acting like a complete 4-year-old on the sidelines because he
love
knows.
emotional coaches.
Oh yeah, 'cause
No,
they always last so long.
I love them as a spectator and not as a team fan.
Yeah, look at Rex Ryan. Look at again, no, I'd rather have Rex Ryan than Jim Caldwell.
Yeah,
Just sits there and stares at things and doesn't
No,
stick up for his. You don't even know if the
pick
guy's
six.
gonna pulse.
Refs fucked us.
Yeah.
Just keep looking.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Am I gonna argue? Yeah, Jim. Act like you give a rat's ass.
Maybe the refs will be, who knows.
I'll take Belichick. You can have all these wannabes.
But that's that for the week, YouTube. I think we're going to finally enjoy this game that's halfway
Yep.
through the first quarter.
And just so in case anyone didn't know, it is true, Kirk has a weight problem.
Oh, wicked weight problem. We can't even get into that.
That's a whole
too
different
much
show.
now.
He's got a weight problem. We're trying to help him. You know, salads, protein.
Can't really help that
You know,
size.
he gets a delivery from his mother. It's chocolate bars. It's donuts. Oh, God.
I'll see you
We
later,
tried.
YouTube.
Adios.